Hello everybody, I am StarCraft and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. That's not the right speed. There we go. I am I already said that I believe. The map is Shakira's Plateau, and this match was played as part of DreamHack, one of my favorite players. I know I say that a lot about several different Zerg players, but Don Ragu in the bottom right as the red Zerg. He's been showing up for a lot of events lately and performing extremely well. I think he actually had a Twitter post, a tweet, or whatever the hell they're called, where he said that Terran is easy to beat. It's almost impossible to lose to Terran. So it's going to be fun watching this game. In the bottom left, we have mouzThorZaIN from the team Mouz, and he's been pretty popular as of late as well. And of course, DreamHack is a European tournament, and I believe both of these are European players. I know Don Ragu's nationality is Korean, I'm pretty sure, but I think he actually lives in Korea, or he hails from Europe, I mean. I don't know, someone will clarify that for me. As always, I am terrible with like player histories and things like that, so don't hate me for it, please. But this is a best of 5 series. This is the first game in the best of 5 series, and I might do all of them depending on how high quality these games are. I'm assuming because these two are such good players that it will be pretty good quality, and the games are long enough so that you aren't going to see some kind of one-sided lazy game with stupid cheese or anything like that. So I have my fingers crossed, I have my toes crossed, I have my 2 wieners crossed. Yes, I have 2 of them. It is a birth defect. I can only pee out of one of them, the other one I jizz out of, so it's not as cool as you might think, because sometimes I forget which one jizzes and which one pees. So when I'm having sex, I actually end up peeing in the girl. It's really awkward. It creates some weird situation. But, you know, I can just shock her with just... Why am I saying this? This is not family friendly at all. You guys don't want to hear this. Oh my god. Well, I'm already so far into this cast, so I just have to keep going. That's the kind of stuff that's always on my mind that I want to say, but I try to censor myself at least a little bit. So yeah, I apologize if that was too vulgar for you, and if there are little children watching and stuff like that, but... that's just who I am, man. Gotta deal with it. Now that I've killed enough time in the early game, I can start going over the players' builds. Don Ragu did go for a 15 hatch, followed up by a pool. This map is pretty long, but you gotta be careful that the Terran doesn't bunker. Although Zerg players have gotten a lot better at defending against that, and of course, because of the new patch, which I believe this was played before the new patch, I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to check something. Let's see. Let's check the barracks build time. 60. I think this is before the patch. I think they changed the barracks build time to 65, but after the patch, the barracks is 5 seconds slower construction. So the marine bunker rushes are 5 seconds slower, obviously, in the game time. And now Don Ragu, I don't think he's really worried about this marine and SCV. You can see he's not trying to block off or send out tons of drones, because he realizes it's probably just a bait. It's probably just a fake. He's trying to get Don Ragu to pull off his drones, but he's not going to, because Don Ragu is a pro. 4 Zerglings are out, 2 Queens on the way, and I was just going to drone up super heavily. And he's actually going for a fast Roachhorn, and that's weird, because he hasn't really got any scouting information, and he's going for a fast Roachhorn. This means either pressure, or he thinks that his opponent is going to be going Hellions, which, actually, this is really cool. ThorZaIN going for a 3 command center build before a factory. Here comes that factory. This is insane. I don't know if he's going to try to lift one right here, or just use it for mules and SCVs for a while, but I want to really praise him for being such an awesome macro player. A lot of standards will just stick on 2 base and try to win games that way, but this is awesome. This is the evolution of StarCraft right here. 2 factory, 3 command center. And I have a feeling he's going to be lifting this base off right here, and then using this one for a while, 5 minutes or so, to just mule up and SCV up, just to get the count high so he can keep up with the Zerg, because he knows Don Ragu did get that hatch first down. So he's going to be shooting ahead in Harvesters. He's at 22. Actually, he's making 7 Roaches. Oh my goodness. He's going to have to get some tanks out if he wants to deal with these Roaches. He needs a Marauder, some tanks, something. Here comes the Tech Lab. 7 Roaches from Don Ragu, and I feel like he's going to drone up behind this. 2 more drones on the way. This is just some pressure to keep the Terran player on his feet. And yeah, 4 more drones, so he is droning up behind it, and impeccable injects, man. He has just landed every single inject so far. So early in the game, you shouldn't really be missing injects, so I guess that's to be expected of such a good player. And he's just checking things out, and this is unusual because Don Ragu hasn't even scouted. Like, he doesn't know what the Terran's doing, yet he's still going to try this early roach pressure. And one thing this is good for is for these fast expansion type builds with these massive command centers, and also Hellions. Hellions would do absolutely nothing to this, and that's what Terran players love to do. So here come the 7 roaches. Oh, and the Terran made 2 Hellions. Is this game going to be over in 5-7 minutes? This supply depot is going to go down. It doesn't matter if he brings the SCVs to repair. Those will just go down, and in come the roaches. 1 tank on the way. And I feel like, yeah, good job. He's picking off that stim pack. That's going to take a while to finish, or take a while to get back up. And he's going for the SCV line, although he does have tons of SCVs, 3 command centers. He has seen all 3 command centers, and he's stopping mining for such a long time. 2 more roaches on the way, as well as 2 drones and a 3rd expansion for DRG. So this is, I feel like if he would have actually just made more units behind these roaches, he would have won, but you can't really expect such a small number of roaches to do this much damage. He's really punishing ThorZaIN's build right now. And he's trying to take out that Marauder. These Hellions doing virtually nothing to these roaches. And it looks like he's going to kill a couple Hellions, a Marauder, pull the SCVs off the line for a while, and maybe even snipe a couple SCVs. He's going for 1 more here. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does get 1 more SCV. He's going to get 2 more SCVs. So great control by this final roach to pick off a couple more SCVs. We're looking at 25 to 42. Who said Zerg can't be aggressive, huh? That was pretty baller timing, man. He got those 7 roaches almost as soon as you could, considering he had a hatch first build, and it did tons of damage. ThorZaIN just now landing his 2nd command center, so that was pretty sweet. And DRG is my boyfriend now. I'm going to make babies with him. 48 to 30. Looks like he's doing a pretty huge transfer from the main. He's actually not mining off that gas. I feel like that's a mistake. He's only mining off of 3 geysers right now. He's on 53 drones. There he goes. Now he's starting to mine. And ThorZaIN looks like he's just going to be pretty heavy in the mech. No infantry right now. He's just now restarting that stim. So I don't think any timing attack was going to come from ThorZaIN just because he doesn't have infrastructure and he went 3 command centers. But if he did plan on timing attacking, that sounds silly. Timing attacking, it would have been delayed because of the stim not being ready. Here comes the Spire, 2 roaches, 2 zerglings, 62 drones. He knows he did a lot of damage with those roaches, and he does not have to worry about getting units. 3 tanks just kind of moving out. Not sure what he's doing. This is so dangerous, man. If DRG had like 14 lings, all these tanks would be dead. I have no clue what this guy is doing. 4 roaches even. That's going to be plenty. What the hell is ThorZaIN doing? He's trying to take the middle of the map, but I mean, he doesn't know what's ahead. What the hell? I feel like this is really stupid. I don't know what's going on right now, but this is really dumb. ThorZaIN's gonna lose these. Okay, he is backing off, but maybe these guys know each other's playstyle. Maybe ThorZaIN knew that DRG was light on units, but you never know, man. That was very risky. These tanks could have easily been picked off on the creep. Roach speed is almost done. Zergling speed was done, but luckily DRG was playing extremely greedy. He's up to 70 drones, so either way, if DRG made units, the tanks die. If he doesn't make units, the tanks get away, but he's at 70 drones, so I feel like that tank push was pretty useless. All he did was kill a couple creep tumors, and now he's losing some Hellions. So DRG in a great position right now. ThorZaIN just kind of turtling up, and as I thought, he's not really able to lift this off and put it anywhere. He just doesn't have the tank count yet. He's got 4 tanks actually picking off 1 or 2 roaches there. But the macro from DRG just way too good. He's got the Spire on the way. He's got 11 mutas on the way, and that's what you're going to get when you get 3 base so darn fast. He's actually got 4 harvesters on this gas, and that's really cool because it's so far away. It kind of sucks because if you look in the natural right here, it's a little bit closer compared to this one. You kind of need 4 harvesters to mine it, so very keen of DRG to know that you do need 4 to mine that. And here come the mutas. I have a feeling there's not going to be a lot of turrets. Looks like we are seeing 1 turret, and he's getting a 2nd engineering base, so I feel like it's going to be tank marine. Oh no, these tanks are completely undefended. Here come the marines. They do have their stim. 2nd tank going down, and he's trying some old Brood War style Muta micro, and this tech lab's going to go down. I feel like he should finish that off. Yes, he does. So first delaying the combat shield, or the stim pack, and now delaying the combat shields. ThorZaIN not looking good at all, just because of those 7 roaches. This is all happening because of those 7 roaches. And if you're a Zerg player and you've got that kind of lead and you're free to macro up on such a large map, you're going to be in great shape, man. It's going to be difficult to lose, especially when you claim to never ever lose against Terran. So this is just sick. Maybe that's the key to beating Terran, is those early roach pushes to keep them on their toes. But these mutas just flying overhead, giving amazing map control. ThorZaIN, there's no way ThorZaIN is ever going to think of taking a 3rd anytime soon. I feel like an infestation pit is going to come down any second. Oh, and he's actually going in. These tanks are going to pulverize these roaches, though. Oh, he could have picked off the medevac. I don't know about this push from DRG. He's got a lot of tanks in the back. All those roaches going down. And is that going to even the score a little bit? If we check out the harvesters, I mean, he's still up by 20, 62 for ThorZaIN, so great job there. But there's so many bases from DRG. He's going to be taking this one and this one pretty soon. And ThorZaIN's trying to push out. I don't know if this is a great idea or not. He wants to take this base, so he's going to stair-step some bunkers. Oh, that bunker goes out immediately. Once again, I feel like DRG just overextending. There's plenty of Marines. He does snipe a couple tanks. And while it is Zerg's job to just keep the supply counts low, I think this is a little too cost ineffective to be worth it. Although if we check out the resources, he's barely lost more units. So what do I know? I'm still waiting on the infestation pit. There it is. And we're probably just going to see some quick tech in the hive right now, and see once again he's moving in. He knows he's got the 4 base to 2 base, so he's just going to keep on throwing away units just to still even, man. These cost-effective mutas. He just wants to keep the game, keep his opponent contained as much as he can, and don't let him push out. And I feel like he's just going to go straight to hive for some broodlords, and we'll see if he does that. Oh, this command center almost going down. Link's trying to go in the front. Not quite able to pick it off, and that's a lot of energy on the command center. But he doesn't want to drop mules right here. He wants to land it and drop mules here, but it's not happening. Just tons of base mining, even getting an auxiliary hatchery here. There's that infestation pit, and here comes the another auxiliary hatchery because they've got so much minerals. And I want to see a lair there, DRG. Come on. Still pushing in some mutas. And here come the Zerglings. No banelings to be found, but that's a lot of Zerglings getting inside those Marines. That Thor is going to bomb away at those mutas, and more Marines reinforcing from the south. Going to push them away. And the Terran player is on 2 engineering bays, I believe. 1, 2. So he should be getting double upgrades with those Marines. If there's something mutas don't like, it's fully upgraded Marines. Dominic getting his own upgrades. 2-2 for melee. He's got the armor coming for the mutas. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I'd rather see the +2 attack first. And here come all the mules. 7 mules on that expansion. A couple turrets going down. And once again, Muta's offering great map control. The hive is on the way. And I feel like at this point, Donragu is going to hold all production, so he has supply for broodlords. He's just going to keep map control, harassing with these Mutas, and then just start pumping out corruptors. And he's actually at 181, so maybe 4 broodlords he can afford. If a Muta dies, he can only afford 4 broodlords. And he's still making units, so he can only afford 3 broodlords now. And by afford, I mean with supply. So he needs to be careful. Okay, I don't like this. He needs to throw in some units and get them killed off so he can make corruptors and make broodlords, because I don't think he's going to be able to finish the game with T2. But so we'll say, you know, this isn't a planetary fortress. It's not protected. His lings are about to be 2-2. His mutas are almost 1-1. So this actually could do it. There's like nothing here. Where are those lings? If those lings go in, those tanks, where the hell are the tanks? There's only 1 tank. Donragu could go in and win this game. He's going to do just that. Magic boxing the Thor, picking off right away. There's only 1 tank. There's 2 tanks. There's like no units at this base. What the heck is going on? It's 184 to 107. Doing a ton of damage with these links. He needs to try to focus those SCVs down, though, because they can't get up here to destroy this tank. And down come the Marines. His commanders are forced to lift off once again. This game is essentially over. Even a queen running out here, I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But down goes the queen, that poor bitch. ThorZaIN running back once again to land, and he is toying with him at this point. Here comes the Greater Spire and the +3 upgrades for the ground units. That's going to make Broodlings so boss-like. And here comes the Infestor, beautiful fungal growth. Didn't move those Marines at all. He did not see the Infestor coming. And this command center is almost dead. He can probably pick that off. Oh, and he's going to kill it. No, what are you doing? Kill the command center. Oh, that's a mistake. Doesn't matter, but that was definitely a mistake. One more round could have killed the command center. Doesn't matter if he loses 5 mutas, which he wouldn't have, but he could have definitely finished off that command center. Greater Spire is still on the way, but Donragu not feeling the need to make any corruptors. Just testing the water over and over and over with these mutas, getting that 5th base. His harvester count still looking great, 89 to 40, and just picking apart his Terran opponent. And all the Terran's getting is Marine tank, and that's just not cutting it right now because he can't reach the critical mass of Marines and he can't reach the critical mass of tanks, while DRG is sitting at 28 mutas and 16 lings. Oh man, this is so one-sided at this point. Even an Ultralisk Cavern on the way, a couple more Infestors. Not the greatest creep spread, but, you know, that's not really your main concern at this point. Muta's still pushing in. These Marines are now 2-2, almost 3-2, but... Oh, there's another fungal. They can't move, and they're all going to go down. This game... I'm just waiting for DRG to do something to finish this game. Here come tons of Banelings and one Infestor. If he can get a fungal off on those Marines and land with the Banelings, this is going to be huge. Marines or Lings on one side, or Mutas on one side, Lings on the other, and Banelings on the other. Here come the Lings and Banelings. Banelings going towards the Marines, only splitting half of them. That's so smart. He's splitting half this way, half this way. You don't need all the Banelings down here. And the Thor even going down despite no magic box. Banelings going into the mineral line, killing almost every single SAV. One left, and GG, well played from ThorZaIN. So that was great. Oh my goodness, such good multitasking from DRG. And that was all because of that 7 Roach Rush. That was sick, man. He just did the 7 Roach Rush, got ahead with a quick third in macro, droned up incredibly hard, and kept his opponents at a low supply count and on 2 bases with the constant Ling and Muta harass. So hope you guys learned a little bit from that game. That was actually very good. I can't believe how good he was. So that's it. As always, thanks for watching. And that's all I got. See ya.